Welcome. This is a short presentation about Telestax, the company that gives you RESTCOM, RESTCOM One, and RESTCOM Connect. What is RESTCOM? RESTCOM is an open source real-time communications platform for web and mobile developers to build and scale voice, video, and messaging applications. Our mission is to remove the complexity that comes with traditional telecom infrastructure and in the process create a main market for communication applications. Basically, we give you the tools to build telecommunications applications by linking and bridging the gap between legacy telecom and new technology. And what will help you achieve that is also by participating in what is known as Tadhack. Let's talk about that. So, what is a hackathon? Well, think about it. It is often called a hack day or hack fest or code fest, which is basically a design sprint-like event in which computer programmers, project managers, interface designers, and other people basically come and get together to create useful software. And of course, it is done over a limited amount of time. But the idea is that you come together and use code to create useful software, and that is where also Tadhack comes into play. What is Tadhack? Tadhack is similar to Hackathon, but different in that it is geared and focused towards telecommunications application development. And it is an initiative that started a while back, and it encourages people from all over the world to basically come together for a couple of days per year and create meaningful, useful application based on telecommunication. And you've got sponsors available, and they bring their tools, and you're able to use their tools and create really cool applications. And sometimes you might have a theme. For example, this year it is about bots, or it is about machine learning, Internet of Things, enterprise communication, edge computing. You get the idea. Basically, anything that you find fascinating, and you don't. The great thing is that you don't have to build everything yourself. Some of the sponsors already have the tools, and you can probably just combine a few of those tools and build something really creative. And you never know, you might even be part of those or one of those who would win some of the prizes available. Now, let's talk about location. It takes place all over the world, and these are some of the pictures you have from previous locations. As you can see, in London, in the US, in Russia, Pakistan is represented in Asia. So you get the idea. You have developers from all over the world participating and doing cool things. And the most important thing is that you should be able to have fun whilst doing it, because the tools available would make it very easy for you to achieve that. So now let's talk about something more interesting and what Telestax can do for you so that you'll be able to participate in Tadhack. This is the full stack of telecom protocol from legacy to SIP protocols. And of course, most telecom or most developers wouldn't understand everything, but you don't have to. And that is why Telestax RESTCOM has made your life easier. You can build some really cool application by using our RESTCOM tool on the cloud without much knowledge about legacy and everything that is behind the scene. And that is what you're going to get an overview from this video. This is just a quick overview to show you how easy it is with the tools that we provide at Telestax with RESTCOM One Connect and the Visual Designer. You don't have to do any programming to create pretty cool application. This is, for example, you have the voice, you have the USSD, and you have the SMS application, and it is just a matter of drag and drop. This is an example. If I were to create a Tadhack application here, and I want my application to do something basic like an IVR, I could just easily come here and, when the person calls into the application, he would hear the welcome message, and then I could then use the collect verb to basically get a bit more information from the person. And that would be a matter of saying here, press 1 to talk to Mary, and press 2 to talk to John. And once you have that, the person would hear that message, and then if the person presses 1, do this. If the person presses 2, do that. And this is what you need to do, and then you need to do the mapping here. And basically this is just a quick overview of how easy it is to create an IVR. And of course you can create more applications. For example, if you want if someone sends you an SMS and you want to check the content of the SMS, and depending on the message, then subscribe the person to a feature, or send an email to the person when a call comes in, or the person you want to create a voicemail application. It is just a matter of just dragging and dropping here, and that's how easy it is to create an application. Of course you can do more cool stuff. For example, if you're doing something more interesting, and you could easily drag something called here the external service. And the external service allows you to put a link there to your HTTP, for example, test application. And then it could also be a Java application. It could be, it doesn't matter what type of programming language you're using. You could then send this to a database and retrieve the information, and you do pretty cool stuff with that. And that is what the Visual Designer allows you to do, and that is a tool that we will give you during Tadhack, so that you will be able to express your creativity and create some pretty useful, cool application as well. Now, you might be wondering, so I don't know what to build. I don't know what type of application to build. I don't have an idea. But you need to take a cue from people who have participated in Tadhack in the past and see how and what motivated them and how they were able to get the ideas together. For example, Carol Fano Voxis said, Tadhack meant I could test out ideas and meet people who helped me found my startup Voxit. So basically you could go there with an idea, and then when you meet other people you can collaborate with them and other ideas would come into play. But not everyone wants to start up their own companies. Others just want to probably pitch an idea and do other interesting things, and that is also possible. And you could get that sense from what past winners and what the applications, what they developed. For example, as you can see from the list here in the Tadhack blog from 2016, that the interesting thing is that a lot of people actually did some really interesting but different things, and they won prizes for different categories as well. So you have someone who created an application, for example this one, a race car telemetry accident workflow automation. Someone, if you scroll down, someone did a decentralized universal fully encrypted clipboard. Then others did making WebRTC videos accessible for colorblind people. So you can see that some people, everyone has different ideas, and of course you could read through this, it might jolt your brain and give you an idea, and you could probably link all these together. Of course, now that you have your ideas, you would like to know how you can get started. We at Telestax, that is why we're here. We've got the tools for you, and now I'm going to show you what you could do to get started and participate in Tadhack. To register, For Tadhack with Telestax, you need to go to accounts.restcom.com Tadhack registration .gps as you have it at the top here, and that gives you access to the registration page where you can fill out your details, and you will then be signed up to have access to the cloud where you could start creating application by yourself and maybe also win some of the prizes available. So the next step is to go to a location where you can have all the resources you need to get started and participate in Tadhack. So if you go to the URL tadhack.com here 2017 Telestax, you have all the information you need, and there's a video about our Olympus client, which is a WebRTC client for voice, video, and conferencing. And then you have links to our documentation page where you could see the RESTCOM 1 API and all the documentation you need, and also information about the Android WebRTC client, how to use those. And we have a public forum on Git that you could go there, log in, and then ask questions, and someone in the community would be able to help you get started. So this is a resource page, and this is where you would find all the information you require to get started after registration and start playing with some of the tools we have, and hopefully you'll be able to build a cool application. We're waiting for you to join and have this unique experience. Thanks for watching.